This might look like a lot of dried chilies for our devil's curry that we're cooking tonight. But considering the amount of ingredients that we have, the cocktail sausages, the ham, the spam luncheon meat, pork belly, and chicken, I guess this is just about the right amount of chilies, dry red chilies that are being dry roasted for the heat and then will be soaked in hot water for about 20 minutes before blending. So the chilies have soaked for about 15 minutes and they go into the blender now, right at the bottom of the blender. In goes the other ingredients. So here we have the galangal, which I've cut into bits for easier blending. Lemongrass, turmeric, and ginger. Time to add in the fiery red chilies for blending and shallots. In this pot we have chicken stock which we have freshly prepared at home. Okay, we're going to heat up oil in a deep pot and a little more oil because we got to fry the rampa paste. Wait for the oil to get warm and then we're going to add onions. The oil is now hot and in goes the onions. Once the onions are brown, you can add in ginger and garlic. Time to add in some ginger, sliced ginger, and just wait for the raw aroma to go and the aromatics from the ginger to be released, and then you can add in the garlic. Keep stirring, you don't want to burn anything. I should have done this at the beginning, but I'm still going to add a tablespoon of mustard seeds and get them to pop. It's a little difficult, but you see them popping now. Time to add in some garlic. Wait for the raw fragrance to be given out or until it's completely gone. Time to add the brilliantly orange red devil's curry rampa. And keep stirring this until the oil separates. That takes about 15-20 minutes, but you got to keep doing it to prevent it from getting burnt. You got to keep constantly stirring 15-20 minutes. You don't want to burn any little bit of this precious paste. Add a little bit of oil if needed and keep doing this until the oil separates. As you can see, the rampa has cooked nicely, the oil has separated, the color of the rampa has changed, and now it's time to add the chicken and gently coat it with the rampa. There's more chicken to come. We've given the chicken a good stir on high heat for 2 minutes. It's time to add the Japanese pork belly. You could add pork belly, bacon bones, your thing basically. And then give it a good stir again. Just be careful not to break the meat. It's all happening. Devil's curry or curry devil, it's really happening here. You can see the majestic flamboyant colors. We've given the pork and the chicken a good stir fry, and it's time now for us to add in the potatoes, after which we will be adding the chicken stock and bringing it to a boil, rolling boil, and then simmer. Time to add in the potatoes and give the potatoes a stir into the rampa so that it's part of the happy devil's curry family. 2 minutes of this and then you can add chicken stock, about 1 liter. But in my case I probably need 1.5 liters to 2 liters just because of the volume of ingredients. I'm pouring the freshly prepared chicken stock into the blender because I don't want to waste any of the rampa. So about 1.5 liters of fresh stock is going to go into the cooking pot. You can see that all steaming up nicely. In goes the chicken stock. Careful, don't splash it on yourself. It just covers the meat and the potato just nice. Don't worry about the extra oil floating on the top. We can drain that off in the end. Give it a stir again. The color is right. Everything is right. And what's going to get into the pot next. Cocktail sausages, spam luncheon meat, and ham. And that's it. We're done. Of course, you got to check salt for seasoning. The pot of devil's curry has been simmering well for the last 10 to 15 minutes. It's time to add in the cocktail sausages and the luncheon meat, spam basically, and ham. Okay, don't worry about the little oil that's floating here. We can easily drain that off in the end. And anyway, we're going to leave this overnight. The oil will settle at the top because of density issues, and then you can just easily scoop that out. So in goes the cocktail sausages, a children's favorite. Lower them in slowly. My daughter says she wants the flavor to get into the cocktail sausages. Or you can just stir it if you like. Look at those lovely cocktail sausages. I feel like adding more of them if my daughter loves. And I'm also going to add in luncheon meat and ham. We've cut the ham into quarters, and we've also cut the luncheon meat into quarters. A gentle stir.